Hey guys, Jay here. Happy Friday night. Hope you're all doing alright. I just got home a little while ago. Should have been home a lot earlier, but had to go to the funeral home and made arrangements for her. She's being buried tomorrow, and so she's being buried tomorrow and beside her husband. So that and their little dog. She called him Pugsley, which I know why. Little old fat turd. And the neighbors took him. Well, neighbors that live way down the road, they didn't even know she was dead. But I don't know. Like I said, I didn't think about it. But I had to go there with Pastor. We got that taken care of. The bill is already paid. We're going to go to the burial tomorrow. And I said, I hope she rests in peace. Because I didn't sleep at all last night. To see her in the shape that I seen her in. I remember her coming out, like I said, she was always happy-go-lucky, and sat there and drink iced tea with her, or lemonade, and laughing and having a good time. Oh, Angel. It's jacobhoyman@gmail.com. So I didn't get to answer any of my stuff today. Like I said, I got home, I had to turn around and leave again, so um, yeah, but I'm back now, so I'm trying to, my damnness to get in the Christmas spirit. Well, holy cow. My dad had to go to Orlando this morning for another appointment, and like I said, they finally put him on pain meds. It was good, because it come to the point, well, he did when he was in Vietnam, but nobody in my family, at least our immediate family, ever did drugs or anything. And he said in Vietnam they smoked weed. And he said it got to the point where he was ready to try to get medical marijuana to help kill the pain. And it's fine with me. But I remember some jackass one night I was down at Luigi's. I got to stop there after work, and I had to go back up and I had to fly with medevac. I stopped down there and got a salad. This guy sat there, and I knew him for a while. And I was leaving. I asked him for a cigarette. He said, "Oh yeah, here, I'll give you a cigarette." So they give me a smoke till I got back up to the airport, because I left mine laying up there. And by the time I got to the airport, I was in panic mode. My heart was racing. It's like I thought I was dying. I'm like, what the hell is in this stupid thing? But here it was laced with, what did you say, LSD or something? Anyway, instead of flying with medevac that night, I ended up being a patient of theirs. And I didn't want to get the guy. Well, I didn't know his last name anyway. I just know him from seeing him down there. But Anyway, you don't do shit like that to people, but like you said, it was late. Who the hell would put LSD in a cigarette? I don't even know what the hell LSD is, but I guess it's a powerful drug. But yeah, they kept me over there hooked on heart monitors all night and shit. That's what I said. Don't trust people at all. But I talked to my buddy Tom today about all them drones flying around. Isn't it amazing how they got drones flying around the size of vehicles? But the government don't know shit about it. Now they got them in Connecticut, California, everywhere else. Seems to me something funny going on here. Like, instead of COVID, they're going to have something else going on for Trump to have to dive into. Of course, Trump already tweeted out today on Truth Social. His first day in office, he'll just start shooting them down. They don't want to come clean with whoever they are or what they're doing. Blow them out of the sky. It's amazing to me. I own a drone, but I also hold a pilot's license and everything. My drone has to be registered. My drone is nowhere near the size of what they're flying. I heard that one coming over, they were filming it. That damn thing sounded like 5 helicopters hooked together when it come over. But the government knows shit about it. Yeah, I seen them. They are big. They're huge. Either the government's doing something, just don't want to tell people. But they owe people an explanation of what the hell is going on. It's only going to be a matter of time. And this is the thing that got me. That they said if you go out there and shoot at them, you'll go to prison for a federal crime. Well, why don't you do your damn jobs and tell people what the fuck they are? That way they don't have to panic and do it. That John Kirby, he got to be the biggest sis I ever seen in my life. I mean, he, with the Afghanistan withdrawal, he said, from my perch, I didn't see anything bad when it happened. No, 13 soldiers blowed up. Nothing bad happened from your perch. This is the most incompetent administration I've ever seen in my life. I'm sure the government does know what they are. But it seems kind of funny to me they're flying over military bases, the power structure or infrastructure, and everything like that. Then the sheriff's department from the state police from Delaware said they put a helicopter up above one. But they said as soon as they acknowledge you're there, their lights go out. They shut them down, they go dark. Now, if you're flying legally in the United States, at night you have to have nav lights on. A red light, a green light, a tail beacon light, unless you're the government. I mean, I guess you can shut them down whenever you want to. Well, you watch Blue Sky. It's only going to be a matter of time when somebody goes out there and says, I had enough. Ba-boom! Takes a pop shot off with a high-powered rifle and brings it down. But those things are big enough. If they crash into a house or crash into a car or something else, And so, you know what? What's his name from New Jersey come out? Van Drew, I think he turned Republican and said that Iran had a mothership parked off in the Atlantic, off coast. And they're the ones launching the drones. Well, you couldn't get a response out of DOD for nothing until he said that. And then she comes out and says, it's not Iran. Well, then who the hell is it? You can't tell me that you can track down a guy for not paying $300 on his damn taxes and throw his ass in jail to having drones flying over the goddamn country the size of buses, and you don't know who they are? And you wonder why the American people think the government is incompetent? I don't know, it just seems funny to me. It's all of a sudden happening. Of course, then again, you got Democratic lawmakers coming out wanting to know what the hell is going on. Why they can't get any answers. Then you got the crypt keeper Joe Biden trying to do everything he can to sabotage Trump. This is another thing. We all ought to get together and file a class action lawsuit against that asshole. Because all that woe that we paid for, our tax dollars paid for, even people contributed to that through donations. All of a sudden he puts a rush on. He got flatbed trucks coming in there, selling it for $5. You get all the wool you want for $5. It ain't his fucking money. I don't know where these people get off thinking they can get away with that bullshit. He didn't pay for it, we did. Like I said, these fucking politicians need to be kept in check one way or the other. They work for us, we don't work for them. But I hope Trump goes in there and cleans fucking house. And I hope that Cash Patel goes in there because he's one of them that the FBI went after. That's why that Christopher Wray stuck his tail between his legs and says, hey, I'm going to resign. Well, if I was you, I might want to resign and get the hell out of the country. Because once he gets in there, he's going to dig up every damn thing Jens did. Then they said Trump come out and told that one woman, yeah, January 6th people, he's going to start pardoning them. He's going to let them out of prison. Chris Wray said, no, they didn't have anybody involved in that. Well, we can find out today from the report. They had 26 people working for the FBI involved in it. So, yeah. Between drones flying all over the place above us, you know. Christ, even Santa Claus got to get a clearance to come in anymore because I can't land on that roof because there's a drone hovering over it. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah. Reindeer are going to have to start using rocket launchers mounted to their sides. It's just asinine to me. I don't know what you guys think about it, but I mean, the top country in the world, the smartest country in the world, just like when that stupid spy balloon flew over us, they knew it was there. And unless one guy just happened to look up and see it. He let them fly all over all our military bases and everything and didn't shoot it down until it come out over, South Carolina, over the Atlantic. Why? How much money is the Bidens making off of that? like I said, anymore, you know, you can tell when a politician's lying is when their lips move. That's the only thing I like about Donald Trump. He's not a politician. I said, the man already has enough money. It's the same thing with Elon Musk. They had him on today saying DOD requesting how much more money. And they said for Area 51, and he says, you know how to get the money for that? He said, pull up a dead alien and say, this is what we got to protect our country from. And he said, I'd be like, oh, you get all the money you want. You got all the money. Instead, everything is a big-ass secret with this country. And we're expected to sit back and just take it. You can't tell me there's that many drones flying over this country and his government don't know what the hell they are or who they're from or what's going on. But they're going to get their wish. Somebody's going to take a pop shot at one. You watch. You go out in hillbilly country with one of them things, somebody's going to go out there with a rifle and take a pop shot at it. Like I said, the government does give you no answers at all. Like I said, that John Kirby stands up there, he looks like the biggest idiot I've ever seen in my life. So we're concerned. We're all concerned. That's why we got the FBI and the everybody working, Homeland Security working on it. They spotted 140 of them one night in New Jersey. How long does it take to work on something? Send a fucking F-22 up, shoot one out of the fucking sky, and say, okay, here's what we got. Something wrong with that picture. Like I said, if I took my drone up and flew it and crashed into something, my ass is going to be in a lot of trouble. If I fly an aircraft with no license, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. But yet you'll let 140 drones that sound like friggin' 8 helicopters connected together with the rotor blade sounds coming over here. Nothing to be worried about. Nothing to see here. Yeah. I trust this fucking government as far as I can throw them. Like I said, I wouldn't be putting anything past the Democrats to be trying to set Trump up with something. Another thing that he's going to have to deal with. And I said they might be manned. Well, if they are, and you know, the funny part about it is they can't find their radio frequency to jam them. So you can't jam the controllers, you can't jam anything on it. What the hell? It has to be a government operation or a foreign government doing it. I wouldn't put it past President Panty Twist Chi from China to be part of it. And I wouldn't put it past Biden to sell this country out his last few days in office. They said that balloon that flew over here, they said, oh, it's not getting anything back real time. After they shot it down, they figured it was. They found out it was. Reporting back. Live at the same time. Everything, when it flew over, they got it back. They went over our nuclear sites and everything else. Like I said, this old man gonna go down the worst president in history of this country. And you watch, he just poured 1,500 people. I forget how many more, but you watch how many more blanket pardons are going to come out, and I guarantee you a lot of them are going to be with the last name Biden. And James Comer was on there the other night. They have everything linking them back and forth to all this money they took. But he said that's what he said. I guarantee you that's what he's going to do. He's going to pardon them all. But it don't matter. That's what he said. It don't matter. We'll link everything together, and they're still going to come out. It's still going to come out how they use the country to enrich themselves. I don't know. If you see a drone flying over your house, get some video of it for me and send it to me. Like you said, those are not just regular ass drones that you buy at Walmart or Amazon or anything else. Those things are the size of buses, pickup trucks, or whatever. So it's run by some military operation and some government. But there's a reason why our government won't give you any answers on anything. And they tell you, come on, that's what they were saying today, and reporters were saying, well, how can you say they're not a threat and then say you don't know who it is? How the hell do you know they're not a threat? How do you know they're not? How do you know they don't have a payload on them? What, a bomb or some kind of gas or something else? That's what's scary about it. They go up and open canisters of gas. You can kill how many people? You drop a bomb off of them, you're gonna. You know what? They're flying over heavily populated areas also. I seen one with a regular drone that some guy had rigged. He put a 9mm handgun on it with a robotic trigger. He got that thing hovering in the air in front of a target going boom, boom. They would just kick the drone back a little bit. Now imagine what the hell you can do with something the size of a truck. I don't know. It ain't goofy anymore. But I seen that this morning again, and I seen it this afternoon. I heard it this afternoon on the radio that they come out at dusk, right at dusk, and fly all night. Then as soon as, like they're spotted or something, somebody hits them with a light or something, the lights go out on a drone. But that guy last night on Gutfeld said, you want to know a good thing about it? He said, shine a green or red laser at it. He said, wait for the feds to show up at your door. He said, I guarantee you we'll know who has them. Which he's right. If you shine lasers at a pilot, that's federal prison. But I don't know. Jay's just a dummy. At least one thing about me, I know how to fly. But just makes no sense at all. What they're doing, what he's trying to do, that buffoon sound on. 20,000 pounds of steel for $5 is what he was selling. Of our money. 20,000 pounds of our money for $5. He needs to go to fucking prison for that. That shit don't belong to him. It belongs to us. It belongs to the American people that paid for it. Not the fucking Skeletor and his rich ass. Yeah, well, they were broke ass, but rich ass after he became vice president and president. I agree with you. January 20th cannot come fast enough. And I think Donald Trump, I think he has enough pull right now. Oh, as you see, Joe Biden isn't getting invited anywhere anymore. Trump got invited to France to open a new cathedral. And Biden got on there. He says he's taking over the best economy. He got on Time magazine, but he's taking over the best economy in the history of the world that I built. Your ass sucks wind, old man. If you think $4, $5 a gallon of gas is the best economy, $6 for a dozen eggs, $10 for a pound of bacon, it might be the best economy you ever seen on paper, because you don't have to pay for your food, but the rest of us do. And that's the bullshit why people are pissed off at him. And hey, you know, here's what makes me laugh. The Joe Biden Library. Hey guys, by the time he is done, he might be lucky enough to get a van called Books on Wheels. Because their big donors pulled out, they're done. Mark Zuckerberg gave Trump $1 million. Jeff Bezos gave Trump $1 million for his inaugural address. Yeah, they're all leaving the Biden camp, big time. That's because you got the cackling hen that shot through, almost $2 billion and still end up $20 million in debt. And now they got vendors suing their own government, suing them because they can't get paid for the work that they did. And then she's sending out emails and stuff to people after she lost the election. We see you didn't donate your part to the election. You can please pay this way, that. Man, I tell that lady go get bent more when she. Oh my God, the goal of them people. Yeah, we lost. Sorry, but you still owe me money. She's a damn fool. But anyway, I am going down tomorrow. I'm going to get some more gift cards. You know what? I stopped at Walmart. Wally World, the threshold of hell to me. Why in the hell can't I find a box of Christmas cards with the envelopes? Maybe I'm looking in the wrong spot. But I'm looking in the card place. It says Christmas cards. You'd think they'd have them there in a box where you get them with the cards and the envelopes. Nah, not Walmart. They probably put them back in electronics or something. But anyway, I'll get that taken care of. Like I said, Angel, it's my my address, jacobhoyman@gmail.com. Dollar Tree. I don't go in there, that's beneath me. My one shoe's worth more than $1. I'm kidding. We had a Dollar Tree down here and they closed it down. The same as Save-A-Lots, they closed it down. And, yes, anything pretty much we got down here right now. Walmart, Target. We do have Aldi's left. Aldi's is still here. And Publix. That's it. And no, don't take offense to me. I was joking when I said that. I used to go to Dollar Tree all the time to get Halloween stuff. But they closed down thanks to inflation because they couldn't keep up selling stuff for cheap when it was costing them more to buy it than what they could sell it for. So it was pretty much close the doors. Thanks, Joe Biden. Yeah, his economy is the best. Bidenomics, look out, baby. Bidenomics is great. Yeah, I've been getting a bunch of shit in the mail too about buying a new vehicle. Time to get your new vehicle. Blah, blah, blah. Screw you. My truck has 48,000 miles on it, and it's paid for. I'm past that point of being young where you buy something because you want something new. The newness wears off real quick, and then you're stuck with a payment. I don't want no more payments. I don't want anything else. In fact, I gotta wait for Ed to call me back tomorrow. I don't even know if I remember. I told you he bought a 210 up in North Carolina, and I flew it back down for him. But his buddy bought that King Air, the one I flew down here. My dad's thinking about maybe going up and seeing his family one more time. So instead of flying commercially, I talked to Ed once about it, and he said it'd be fine with him to use the King Air to fly up. But I gotta wait for him to call me tomorrow. Let me know what's going on, but maybe take my dad up for a day or so and let him visit with his family. But other than that, I'd rather hitch a ride on a drone. We've got plenty of them flying around. I think Melody's involved in that. Melody's drone service. Yeah, I did too. Like I said, it's a messed up situation anymore. I've never seen anything like it in my life. To see all them big ass drones flying over everything and everywhere, and the federal government don't have a clue. But if you skip something at Walmart when you're on the self-checkout, you're going to jail. If you accidentally skip it. I did that once, and the lady got me and she said, well, you didn't bring this up. And I said, well, ring what up? She said, your bananas. I said put them on a scale So I did that. I said, put the number in. That's what I did. You got a fucking problem with that, and they start putting people on registers again. That's what pisses me off. Them companies saving all their monies. Another thing that pisses me off, you go over there and when you pay, they ask you if you'd like to round up your total and give the rest of the money to charity. Fuck no. Why don't you pay somebody to stand at a register and ring my shit up? That way I don't have to go through all this bullshit. It's the same thing at Home Depot and Lowe's, too. When I go through the self-checkouts. That girl said, you want to round it up? I said, no, I give enough damn money. That's like Home Depot or not Home Depot, Walmart taking the money for Toys for Tots. You know who gives them the donation? It goes from Walmart. Not the little people to give them the money to donate. Walmart donated this amount to Toys for Tots this year. Walmart didn't donate shit. I said, if I'm going to give money away, I'm going to give away on my own accord. Not somebody ask me or tell me to do it. I stopped yesterday to get fuel down at Cumberland. I was a younger black guy sitting up against the back wall. He had his shoes off, laying over. I thought he was dead. And I get out and slam my truck door shut. He didn't move. I say, bud, you all right? Still didn't move. I'm thinking, damn it, don't tell me. So I nudged him on the ankle with my shoe, and he looked up. Yeah. Well, I said, you all right? Yeah, man, I'm fine. So he's a homeless guy. Didn't look homeless, though. I mean, he had brand new clothes on. But I went in, and the manager's in there talking to her, and I said, that guy laying out back out there. I said, is he homeless or what? And she said, I don't know who he is. She said, I told him he got a half hour and he has to leave. We're going to call the cops. I said, well, I don't know. I kind of felt bad for him, but and she said, do not engage with him. Just go back out. When you're ready to leave, get in your truck and go. So I went out, and as soon as I turned around, got my truck, he looks up, he says, hey, you got $1? I'm thinking, man, I'll tell you what. I don't know the guy, I don't know his situation or anything. I said, I'm going to tell you something about it. I got $5. Here, you want something? Go and get something to drink, something to eat, get it. And he said, thanks, man, I really appreciate it. Which is fine with me, but I got a near full today when I stopped on my way back here to get gas. And she said, he come in here and bought what the hell, use them cigars full, or they knock the tobacco out and fill them up full of weed or something. I told her, I said, I didn't know. I said, I'm sorry, I won't let it happen again. She said, well, it's your money. It didn't matter to me. She said, but it's just, once you give them something, they're going to keep wanting and wanting and wanting. So, but she's right. But I didn't see anybody, wasn't anybody down there today, like you said. But I got home and for some reason Melody thought I was mad at her, which I am not, in one iota. And that's why I asked her. Well, what the hell does that mean? No. No, I'm not mad at anybody. Like I said, I go in here, I talk about, I did something to Melody yesterday I shouldn't have did. But I did it to prove a point. And my drones. Anyway, like people like Chris and Kevin and Holly, any of them, get on there and say any damn thing they want to try to suck money out of people. They're always the victim. And it's just, nobody holding them back. Like I said, especially Chris. Chris sitting out there sucking on his coffee beside a fire for a place he supposedly don't live at. And sucking people in to give them money. Men in Black. Yeah, well, Chris is poor. He's a poor excuse for a man, is what he is. I grew up with my son all 7 years. Well, why don't you go get a fucking job and support your son? Instead of teaching him how to be a low-life fucking loser like you are. And that's the way I see it. I seen Holly and them when they went into Walmart, opening up them packets of cars and taking cars out of there and giving them Ellie on, like they belonged to them. I seen them break into them houses and claim they owned the place. Never, squatters, pretty much, is what they were. But she was on her complaining because they painted the walls. Number one, bitch, if it was my house, you wouldn't have kicked in the fucking door because you wouldn't have been walking out. Walls would have been painted, but it wouldn't have been with paint. Yeah, they taught him to steal, they taught him to lie, they taught him to cheat. And like I said, when they went on there, when them cops come up, that one time when Chris got pulled over, telling the cop he's traveling. No, you're not, asshole. I travel too. But I have to pay insurance, upkeep on my vehicle, and everything else. I can travel all I want to. But I have to be legal while I'm doing it. I got to pay for registration and everything else. That's what kills me about these fucking Serbian citizens. I'm just traveling. Yeah, on the roads with people that pay insurance and take care of their bills. So if you clock into somebody and run them over, they're screwed. That's what I said. I don't agree with insurance all the time. No, I'm not talking about health insurance. A secret helicopter service called the Nighthawks. I flew BK-117 all night long with Stat Medevac. We weren't called the Nighthawks, so we were just called out when there was a bad wreck. Well, that's different. If they're black ops, that's fine. The government should be able to come out and fucking tell you what's going on. I'm not saying there's nothing to worry about and then telling you, next sentence, well, we don't know who it is or what's going on. Well, how can you even put them two sentences together? Nothing to worry about, but we don't know who it is. We left, what, over 10 million people in this country. But, yeah, that's fine. How many Chinese people did they let in this country? Old, able-bodied, young men, military age. And China now says if they're being deported, they won't take them back. Like Tom Hoyman said, he don't care if they take them back or not. He'll drop them off the country beside them and let them figure it out. $300 and some thousand kids missing. But you see AOC down there at the fences, bone pretending she's crying because Trump's separating families. Yeah, look what these assholes did to these kids. I loved it when Tom Hoyman stuck his boot right in her mouth. She thought she was going to come out. The Israelis are not breaking the law. Well, he hit her with the laws, and she's, okay. Don't bring a fucking squirt gun to a gun battle, you dumbass. You're going to lose. That's exactly what she does. That's what the Democrats do. I've seen that Jamie Raskin on her already. They're planning on winning in 2026 to take the House back or the Senate, one of the two. Said they're in a fight for their lives. So you know what they're going to do. As soon as they get back in, they're going to try to impeach Trump or do whatever. But I actually really don't think it's going to happen anymore. I think people have wised up to their dumbass bullshit. All they want to do is control power. And you know what really pissed me off? Was when they compared January 6th to 9/11 and Pearl Harbor and this and that. And they keep saying the fucking lie that they went in there and killed people. The only person that died was a cop. He had a stroke. And this was after the fact. And the only other person that died was a young girl that cop shot in the throat. The one shouldn't have been working to begin with. Left his service weapon laying in a bathroom stall. And they also have videos of Nancy Pelosi saying he told me to get, National Guard, and I told him no. Talking about Trump. I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, I don't care who you are, but fucking Democrats are evil anymore. And I do mean evil. They give two shits less about the people get up and bust their balls and go out to work. I seen Betty left a message on here. She's working 24-hour shifts. And what's she get? Paid for her work, and that's about it. That's the same as all them nurses who lost their jobs during COVID when they wouldn't take the shot. I took 3 of them son of a bitchin' shots. And all 3 times I got sick as a dog. And I wouldn't put it past some of my health problems now being part of that. Military people. People that serve the country refuse to get the shot. Oh, you're discharged. What do they got in the military now? Drag queens. Um, they want you to pay for their sex change operations and shit. You're supposed to be in there. You're supposed to be ready to go. And that's why you're going after Pete Hegseth so much. He's the one who wrote them books about that shit. Well, maybe that's what happened to me, because I didn't have heart problems until after I got those. But I ain't taking anything else. Now, why do you think they're trying to give Dr. Fauci blanket immunity? Not immunity, but a blanket pardon. Dr. Fauci was the biggest fucking problem with that. And they played a video of him coming out right before Trump took office. He said he will be plagued with a outbreak. What is he, a fucking a fortune teller, or does he already know what's going to happen? That's a shame when you got a little prick like that, beady-eyed prick. Got how many people killed? And he makes more than a year than the President of the United States does. I don't understand that. I took 3, Melody. I got 2, and then I got my booster. After I got my boosters, when I started having my heart issues. So I'm not taking anything else. Unless it's approved, and they do clinical trials on it and shit, I ain't taking it. And that's another thing when Trump did that about the right to try. If they got a clinical drug that has not yet made it to market or anything for cancer or anything like that, if the person's going to die, Trump passed it to where they got the right to try. Take the drug, and if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. But you're not going to lose anything. If anything, you gain. I don't know. Like I said, ain't like Blue Sky said. January 20th can't get here fast enough. Because Trump put that out tonight. He takes office, or he's going to start blowing them out of the sky. He don't care who they belong to. And he's president-elect, which you know he gets classified briefings. At least he's able to, but he won't take them. He said he's not taking any classified briefings or anything until he's in office, because that way they can't accuse him of leaking or doing anything else before he's actually in office. Like you said, Jamie Rask and them said, we got to get ready. We're going to win the fight for our life. In other words, if we take over the House or the Senate, we're going to impeach him or do whatever. That Mayorkas should have been done. He should have been fired a long time ago, little line pinhead prick. Get up there and say, the board are insecure. Folding water and listening. Good. I got something to send your way. But Mayorkas gets in front of the House and the Senate and lies through his teeth. The border anti-car. Does he realize how many terrorists are in this country right now because of him? Joe Biden ran on that. Said he was going to open the border up and let it flood. They said he's had more people come in this country since Ellis Island opened up to let the Europeans come in. And he got that beat. That's what Tom Hoyman was saying about the gotaways. The gotaways pay extra to get through the border, through the cartels. There's a reason they pay extra money, because they don't want to get caught. Well, then Tony Blinken, like I said, that Afghanistan withdrawal. And that Schmidt, Jared Schmidt's dad, I don't think anything's going to take the anger away from that man. When they were offloading the coffins from the plane, and Biden just kept standing there checking his watch, like he had somewhere else to be. And then they caught Blinken lying on the stand, in a hearing. How comes everybody, like Peter Navarro and all them people under Trump, all went to prison? They claim lied to them. You know what? I hope Trump says our payback will be, getting the country back on track. And I'm hoping Pam Bondi as Attorney General and Kash Patel as FBI Director and Tulsi Gabbard as DNI Director, Pete Hegseth as DOD. DOD lost $50 billion? And they don't know where it went? And I'm tired of seeing that little prick Zelensky showing up every time there's a big gathering. He shows up in his little sweatshirt. And Biden just gave him another $1 billion. And started letting missiles over into Russia. Like he's trying to start a war. RFK is the head of health care, but I'm talking about Homeland Security. I seen that on there too. The View went after him because he was saying all about all the additives they're putting on the food, making our children obese and stuff. And Whoopi Goldberg, of all people, gets on it. Oh, he's doing his fat shaming people. Oh, shut up, you stupid has-been bitch. Nobody needs to fat shame you. You're fat and ugly. He's not against all vaccines. He's against vaccines that aren't tested, which is what COVID was. It was a vaccine that was pushed on the people, and he didn't like that. But my bottom line is, when you got a country right now with this administration we have, is too fucking incompetent enough to tell you where bus-sized drones are coming from flying over your homes, flying over military bases, and everything else. Are you going to trust them with anything else? Joe Biden, hey, the economy's good. I understand it sucks, may not work for you, because you're a bunch of losers and then take everybody for everything they're worth. It ain't my fault you got to pay $8 for a dozen eggs. Like I said, the 20th, you're right, cannot come back. The 20th cannot come around fast enough. The only thing that's got me worried now is some reason the government will not answer on these drones. They're not doing it. It's making me believe that they're setting Trump up for something. Them son of a bitches should be up there with things on the bottom. I might just pop up and drop sarin gas over everybody. Or they could be packing a weapon. Nobody knows because the government don't tell you anything. But man, you take a pop shot off at them, you're going to federal prison. Last time I checked, this is the homeland. Land of the brave and the free. And the men and women here will protect the homeland no matter what. That's what Rachel Campos Duffy said because her husband, Sean, is up for transportation secretary. What do you mean, what kind of laser do you need? If you use a laser on a pistol, like if you have a pistol with a laser sight on it, if you shine it into an aircraft, you're going to federal prison because you blinded pilots. You can use any laser, red laser, green laser. But if you shine one of those on an aircraft, like a helicopter or anything, I've had one shine on me before. A red laser coming through the cockpit. They blind the shit out of you. It's a federal crime to do that. But you don't go out just like these dumbass kids. Go out and have one of them laser pointers and just shine it up at the cockpit of an airplane or a helicopter. Because you can cause a bad accident with them. How far do they shine? They'll shine as far as they need to go. You can crank one 10,000 feet in the air from the ground. I seen a few of them, like, well, I was in 172 when I got hit by one. A red laser through the windscreen. Well, I call it windscreen, windshield. But you can bring an airliner down with one of those. But that's what's his name said. Shine a red or green laser at it. You get a knock at the door from the federal government, you know who's involved. So, I mean, he didn't come out and say to do it, but he was trying to prove a point. The government says they have no idea who it is. But if you shine a laser at them, I guarantee you're going to find out who it is. If somebody takes a pop shot at one and brings it down, you're going to find out who's involved because why would they threaten people with a federal crime? If you're in fear for your family and there's one over your house and you shoot it down, why would they care? They don't know who it is, supposedly. Hey, Dork. We were just talking about the drones hovering all over the place. But that little ass drone I got, if I took it up and flew it and crashed into somebody's house, like it's got a lithium battery in it. If their house catches on fire and somebody gets hurt, I'm going to federal prison. Even if I don't, even if it don't hurt anybody, if I don't have it registered, I got my pilot's license, it's still a federal crime. But they're like goddamn Greyhound buses fly around in the air, and you're not allowed to question. He said, I didn't know about these uh, idiots sticking up for that guy that shot that man in the back. Yeah, that's something to be really proud of. People sell merchandise now saying free Luigi, this and that. That son of a bitch deserves to go to prison. They said that man was poor when he grew up. Wait a minute. No, you have laws, trust me. Under the FAA, you have laws that you have to abide by. The FAA runs the whole country. It's not just Florida, it's not different states, it's federal. You know, it'd be like me taking a small aircraft and flying through Washington, through the airspace there. I'm going to jail. Like I said, through the FAA, they beefed up on the laws on everything. Drones and everything else. So I had a buddy, he flew an RV-4. He was going to, shoot, I forget where he was flying to. Somewhere down here, Sun and Fun. And he clipped Washington's airspace. He had 2 fighter jets up beside him in a heartbeat, ordering him to land. He landed, lost his license, they impounded his airplane. Well, they might not do anything unless somebody calls on them. I don't know. But I do know there are laws in effect for them now. You have to have them registered. You have to take classes. Or you have to be a pilot. Which I don't understand because you know 95% of the people at Walmart go over by a drone. They're going to take classes. They're not going to register it. They're just going to fly it. Like I said, the drones I had, well, the drone I have now, if I just took it up on a GPS and put it in a hover about 2,500 feet, and a helicopter comes blowing across there, it's going to smash into it. So all you gotta do is hit a rotor blade or the tail rotor with a drone, with a stupid little drone, and you can bring that whole ship down and kill everybody on board. Well, you're backwoods there. I understand that. Like I said, a lot of people don't give a damn what people do, but it's just the one bad apple. Like I said, if something bad happens one time, that's all it takes. And you have one fire truck. And the same one that delivers milk in the morning, the milkman. I don't know. Like I said, I understand. Like I said, it's like West Virginia. West Virginia, you go out in West Virginia, you barely see anything, any people or anything. Like I said, it only takes one bad thing to happen for you to get nailed. And I wouldn't want to be the guy, like I said, to bring down a helicopter or a light plane because I'm too dumb or not knowledgeable enough to know how to stay in between levels of the airspace. Between north, south, and east and west. There's different levels of the airspace that you can stay in. But if you go close to, say, like Class B or Class A airspace, if I fly that thing and go over near Orlando International, they're going to get me. Like I said, that's why I don't play games with them. They're nothing to play with. A lot of people treat them like they're a toy. They're not. You know, a decent sized population where I'm at, but it's shrinking and shrinking every year because it's an older population. So pretty soon I'll be the oldest one to live in the neighborhood. Well, we're talking about your city. I'm talking about drones bigger than vehicles, hovering over people's homes and everything else, and the government has no answers. I'm talking about the little drone that I have, how much shit you can get into with if you mess up and crash it or crash into a helicopter or fixed wing, whatever, flying over. They got drones flying around bigger than goddamn buses, and the government has no answers. But that's the point of it. I don't care what population you have. The point is, it only takes one mishap to get people hurt. And you're talking about giant ass drones out there hovering over people's homes and everything else. What my point is, if I fucked up, the government's gonna come after me in a heartbeat with a little ass drone. You got these big ass drones flying over everywhere, and the government don't have a clue. That's my point. Either they know who it is or they're just real great liars. But like I said, this administration, all they have done to people is lie. No, I will not pardon my son. No, I'm not gonna. What are you gonna swat? When are you gonna swat, Melody? Melody, what are you gonna swat? Well, I don't know what that means, Melody. I'm not being smart with you. I'm just trying to prove a point. A little ass drone like mine, if you do, like, even though your population, if you crash into somebody's house, you're going to be held liable through the federal government. But they got these big ass bus sized drones flying around all over the place, and they have no answers. Who is it? What are they doing? Blah, blah, blah. We don't know. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, go figure. That's the thing I'm trying to say. But I wasn't being smart. I was. Wait a minute. Go figure. But anyway, that's the only thing I'm saying. I'm trying to prove a point. Like, say you live out in the sticks somewhere, and your neighbor launches a drone and crashes it through the window of your house. It doesn't matter. He's still going to be held liable. But then again, he probably won't be because the drone probably won't be registered, and that's the way it goes. But Melly, I didn't see it. Who keeps typing that, Melody? 'Cause I didn't see it. What the hell? Melody, I don't know what the hell that means. That's their ID, you so wrong. What the hell does that even mean? What, somebody come on here with his name? I didn't see them. Um, I don't see anything, Melody. Well, where did you see it at? Where did you see it at? Because I didn't see it on here. Well, do what you got to do because I didn't see it. I don't know who you're talking about. I didn't see it either. So, somebody kept typing hi assholes over and over again. I'm pretty sure I'd have saw that. Well, I didn't see it. Don't worry, but call me every name in the damn book. I don't care. I assholes, I assholes. Probably Chris sitting back with Holly editing a new video for tomorrow. Drinking his coffee going, we don't turn people up, hon. Oh, come on in, Kevin. Melody, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Why, yes, I'm an asshole. What the hell does that mean? Now I'm starting to get fucking frustrated because I have no clue what the hell you're talking about. And who said that, Melody? Oh, Jesus criminy. Nobody here said it. Who's guy? What the fuck are you talking about? I don't understand what the hell you're talking about. Where you come up with this bullshit? Melody, I'm gonna go. You know what? I had enough tonight. I'll talk to you guys later. Love you all. God bless. Please like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget the damn likey button, Betty. I'll see you on the flip side. Good night. Fucking idiot.